Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, I am OverHugs, and I'd like to welcome you to Building Bread Special Edition. Today what we're doing is, you might notice, this isn't what we normally do. This isn't how we normally look. We fly. So today what we're doing is we are checking out the 117 Snapshot, because Mojang just released this, and it's got some new stuff that they talked about in the Claves and Cliffs? No, that's definitely not what we're here for today. What we're doing is we're checking out the first snapshot of the Caves and Cliffs update. And this has a number of things that are brand new. If we go into the actual search, we could do things like look at amethyst blocks. These are brandy new. We have amethyst blocks. We have candles of all these different colors. We have a variety of things. So one of the things that we want to definitely check out is what is new underground. So we're in a geode, which is a new artifact in the Caves and Cliffs update. So you can see here, there's a bunch of different blocks. Here is amethyst. We have an amethyst cluster. We have budding amethyst, which I don't believe this is harvestable. So we have a silk touch tool, and no, it just breaks, because these are the only things that you can get these style of crystals from. So there's a whole bunch of different growth stages is what it looks like. There's like this little teeny ones and then these big ones. Can you harvest them all? No, you can't. So you can looks like you can only get the big ones, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Am I on the right tool? Yeah, I am on a silk touch tool. So yeah, it looks like we can only get certain ones like amethyst clusters, and it looks like they have some kind of light to them too. That's very cool. What is this here? This is calcite. So we have calcite and tuff. Two brandy new blocks. This one is a really nice complement to cobblestone. I could definitely see that mixing in, and this one would be interesting with diorite. I love these new colors and the textures and the different building blocks that this is going to be able to give, especially this purple. I like building with purple in the first place, so this is just flat out fantastic. Let's switch back into Spectator and see what else we can find in the area. I know a lot of the things have not been added yet. You notice that the mountains and everything still look very much the same. And there's no change into the world. At least I don't think. Let's go all the way back down to 0 here and see if there's anything below bedrock or if it still just goes straight down. Yep. We just hit bedrock as normal. So I'm not exactly certain how they're going to deal with this, considering the fact that some of the big caves are... Well, that's really cool. Okay, I guess mobs can spawn in that. But one of the cool features are the gigantic caves that we saw in the 117 preview. And I'm not exactly sure how they're going to mix those huge caves with the huge mountains that we saw as part of the update in the overworld here. So one of the other things that I thought was really nice and I'm excited to see is also candles. So let's go back to creative so we can check these out. And there's a whole bunch. Wow, we have a bunch of different colors. This is outstanding. This is going to help with lighting quite a bit. And okay, so how do they work? They work like sea pickles, evidently. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume you use a flint and steel to light them? Maybe. That is not a flint and steel. Flint and steel. So let's see. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Do they give out different light levels? Candles 1. Okay, so this gives 7, 8, 10, and 12. That's interesting. So you can definitely get different kinds. Let's just double check here. And we'll just do time set midnight to try and see what it looks like. Now, the thing, is this different? It won't be. I'm sure it won't be. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping for some colored lights. Maybe that's something we'll get later. At least different color flames, like even if it's not going to show off different lights. But this is definitely nice that we can do some interesting stuff. So let's look at the amethyst block. And we'll do some purple concrete powder and some purple wool just to get an idea. And then we can have the candles that actually, you can't put it on top of anything? Oh, no, you can. Okay, good. So, and then a purple candle as well. So this is going to be fantastic to really help give your build some consistency. Because, like, the thing that definitely kicks me a lot is coming up with a build and then just having to have a torch or a glowstone or a sea lantern that doesn't really give me the ability, and it looks really jarring. It stands out. Whereas having these purple and magenta actually kind of complement, and that still gives you light. So I'm definitely liking that, but I will 100% take colored light. I'm very envious of RTX and what Bedrock has for that kind of light. So that's what I know is different. Let's actually see if we can see anything new by scrolling through here. A lot of this looks very much the same. I don't see a tremendous amount of other new things, but bear in mind too, this is just a snapshot. This is something that is quite new and very early. I'm pretty sure Mojang said that they were not going to be releasing the update until sometime in the summer. So that will be something that we won't get to see. Oh, copper. That's very cool. I forgot about that. So we have copper, and copper ages. So we can go from, let's see if we can figure it out. So we have copper, lightly weathered, semi-weathered, and fully weathered. So it progresses through these stages and apparently naturally ages. I wonder if we can just do game rule, random tick speed. What happens if we put it up really high? Does that age? No, it has to be a time of day. Interesting. So random tick speed does not impact these. It evidently has to age through days, and I don't have carpet mod on here because it hasn't been ported to 117 yet. If Nenbom had managed to do that, that would be absolutely amazing. So we can't exactly do a tick warp here to try and figure out what's going on, but still, that's really nice. And comes in stairs and slabs as well. Oh, you can wax them? I'm assuming that waxing keeps them in the current stage waxed. So just honeycomb and it becomes waxed copper. Yeah, I'm guessing that that is something that does not change, that you can lock it in these stages, because otherwise that would be kind of pointless. They would always age to the patina here, the actual green. So that's quite cool. I'm pleased with that. That's got to be something that'll look really nice with prismarine. It's a little bit. Let's go back to daylight. No, that does look nice. I like it. I like that texture, and that especially looks like it's bolted, like there's bolts on the corner. Very cool. That is going to definitely increase my building palette, and I like the aging. So I know a new thing in here is also the lightning rods. Has that been? Yes. Okay, so we do have lightning rods, and this apparently will attract lightning. Let me look up how to actually do a thunderstorm. All right, so we can have the lightning rod, and we can summon a lightning bolt, and ow, it just hits me. That's not so helpful. But we can do weather, thunder, and see how that works. So let's see exactly what happens here, and if this is going to pull down all the thunder directly to it. I wonder if we can do charged creepers. What happens if I do? Oh, it might work. I do wonder if that would work. That would be an awesome way to build a charged creeper farm. You know what? Let's look at the notes. This is why they exist. Bundles, callus, lava cauldron, copper, amethyst, lightning rod, spyglass, tinted glass. Okay, so having looked at the release notes now, the other thing that's in here is bundles. Ooh, okay. So you right click and you put it on it and it gives you the ability, I assume, yeah, you can have mixed items. How do I get it out? Double click? Yeah, double click. So double right click. So this looks okay. I don't know what is this made out of? How do you build a bundle? You can't craft them? Bundles? No. Lava cauldrons. Interesting. Okay, you can put lava in a cauldron. I don't know how practical that is. Does it give off a different comparator signal? Nope, just gives off 1. 3. Water gives off 3. So I don't know how useful that is. Like, is this binary? Is it full or not? Yeah, okay. I don't know how useful that really is. I mean, a signal of 1 I can get from a number of other things, and this one is very different from a signal of 3. Cauldrons are movable. You can move them with pistons. So, can you move this with pistons? You can. Okay. Maybe that's useful. I don't know how many other movable things. Oh, but wait a minute. Can't you change this? Doesn't this change? If I remember correctly, I can change the signal strength of this. Yeah, 2, 1. So we already have a movable block that can give a signal strength of 1. I don't know how. I don't know. People smarter than me will have to figure out what use this has, because I can't think of anything. Spyglass. Let's check that out. So how does this... Oh, that's kind of neat. I mean, I play with Optifine, so that's not really... Hello. Let you go. But, so I don't know how really interesting that is, or how much practical purpose this has either. I mean, if you want to play pure vanilla, it's nice to have that, but it pretty much is exactly like either what you get from Logical Geek Boy's zoom function or from Optifine. So not interesting for me, maybe for you. And Tinted Glass. Yes, that's quite different. Okay, interesting. But that's also interesting. Like, if somebody was going to build... No, so what is it? Does it just block? I don't really see the point here. I mean, it's always nice to have more glass and more glass colors, but... Yeah, unless I'm missing something, that's not that useful. Okay, well again, this is just a snapshot, so maybe it does something else, or it will do something else eventually that I'm not aware of. Cool. Alright, the last thing is that hitting a shulker with a shulker bullet can make a new shulker. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, well, so that's really interesting. It would be nice to be able to have farmable shulker shells, because going to the end is not always so fun, and they're really necessary. Like, I mean, I couldn't play without shulker boxes. It just makes it extremely difficult. Anyone who's watched this channel before definitely knows that I definitely don't like hard for the sake of hard. I am definitely a fan of quality of life mods, and this seems like it could be one. Okay, looking through the notes, there is something that I appear to have missed, is that apparently it allows you to wish someone a happy birthday, is what the note says. So I'm assuming that's a reference to the cake. Let's see, cake. Can you put candles on the cake? You can. Only one? Okay, I guess you can wish somebody happy birthday if they're 1 year old. Nice. Happy birthday. It actually looks a little different. Like, that doesn't look like a lighting effect. That looks like the texture's almost changed. Anybody's birthday that it is? Happy birthday to you. I won't sing. That's my gift. Okay, so looking, tinted glass does not allow light to pass through it. That is what's different. So if we put tinted glass on top of this, like, it seems like, oh, all right, I take it back. That's very useful. Okay. Oh, I can see all kinds of build potential with that if you can deny light sources through. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Totally take it back. Tinted glass is very useful. So looking at the notes, the last thing that it says is that minecarts and rails work in water. Really? That's going to be quite a change. So let's build ourselves like a little thing going down here and see exactly what this... That's going to mess with me for a while. Like, I'm very used to rails breaking the second they get wet. Haha, that's really interesting. Okay, I don't know how much of a purpose that has. Like, maybe for farms or something where you just want to do it underwater and return to a storage system. I mean, I could see that potentially be interesting from a drowned farm, or, I don't know, a kelp farm or something like that you could change some of the loading mechanisms. But it's, again, I'm sure somebody will figure it out. Ilmango or Nemban will probably come up with some amazing farm that requires a waterlogged minecart, because that's just what they do, and they're that brilliant. Once again, thanks for spending the time to join us on the adventure today. I have been OverHugs, and this has been a Building Bread Special Edition. As a reminder, I donate all the profits of this to local food banks. So if you've gotten something out of today, or you're interested to see more Snapshot videos, I would appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, or tell a friend. Together, we can help people that are in need. I hope you have the most wonderful of days, and I'll see you soon.